After spending enough time here in Modoc, I think I can safely say I've seen everything this town has to offer. I mean, I haven't even bothered going through this building here, but oh, I thought this was going to be a Brahmin pen or something. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I don't think Modoc has too many surprises left for us up its sleeve. Yep, I've gotten to know this old, forgotten town pretty well. Might as well be some sort of retirement community with all the over 60s that live here. Old people? Gross. I guess I could always stop in here and talk to this geriatric, see what the adorable old man has to say, and oh, he's yelling at us. Okay, let's slow down. This old guy's name is Pharrell, and for some reason, another old man, from what I managed to gather from all the, well, very wet yelling going on here, believes our new confidant stole his precious and maybe priceless golden watch. He insists, with all the moxie he can still muster, it was not, in fact, him who committed this heinous crime. He's even going so far as to look for it. The humanity. Funny thing is, he doesn't really even ask for your help. He sort of just complains at you until you either give him a half-hearted, well, I'll keep my eye out, or, walk away. Interested immediately in this interpersonal drama and stuck here for another few days, I go along to what appears to be the only other residence, well, within the entirety of Modoc, and briefly speak to this nice lady. Her name is Rose. She doesn't really have too much to add to this. She allows us to inherit the misplaced valuables of others in the form of unbridled access to her lost and found, whose loot is randomized and unfortunately does not include the golden watch. However, the chosen one does not go in for ill-gotten gains, and we maneuver down this hallway here and straight to a back room of the motel. This is the famous owner of the famous watch. His name is Cornelius, and he's very dementia-ridden. You ask what his job is at the end, and he mainly answers in two parts. One, being Rose's spouse, which she seems pretty sweet, shouldn't be a full-time job at all, honestly. And two, cleaning outhouses. There just so happens to be one outhouse in this town. It's sort of nearby here, but outhouses? Plural? We realize he may be a little further gone than we anticipated when he starts rambling about dogs and beef jerky and the joys of, well, outhouse maintenance. The only thing that seemingly perks him up being, you guessed it, the mention of his gold watch. He pretty much confirms what Pharrell said, experiencing lucidity throughout this portion of our conversation, but lulling off upon the mention of pretty much anything else. I guess I can work with this. I mean, Pharrell must have some more information, or even must maybe remember an additional detail. Nope. He's still fired up from our last conversation. Right. See you later, Pharrell. Back on the mean, mothball-scented streets of Modoc, the outhouses, whatever, comment made by Cornelius stands out to me. His wife doesn't even seem to be aware of this feud. You know what? It's worth a shot. You can actually go inside some of these, just like in real life. And just like in real life, it's pretty dang spacey down here. Could be even spacier if it weren't for those rocks or that giant rat in the corner. Oh, and Cornelius's gold watch is here too. I'm shocked. I just wanted to get to the rat and pet it and then get the watch, but these rocks are pretty impenetrable, requiring a bit of explosive ordnance to clear out completely. For this, we can just swing by Sheriff Joe's, ask his opinion on the current situation at hand, if we want. I didn't really want to. He's oddly cagey and aggressive for someone who lied to my face last video, but we'll let it slide, and we pick up a bit of timed plastic explosive. Sprinting back, every intention to destroy and pave over this rat's likely generational home, an act that may not only reverberate through his community, but perhaps the wasteland at large. And I blew myself up. Yeah, everything down here, I guess, except the rat, is particularly flammable, leading to a large and dangerous explosion that we have a pretty significant risk of being caught up in. You'll want to save if you do this yourself, as explosives have a dice roll chance of not working at all, blowing up in your hand, or just breaking. Doing it correctly, and with a bit of RNG on our side this time, we're able to escape the outhouse, and do I have an iron deficiency or something? Once again, Vic's old and shattered knees outclass me. Going back into the hole, we have some unfinished business. Its mischievous resident untouched and probably a little pissed off from that blast. We fight him. It goes decent. Probably could have been over sooner, but I just wanted to use my 44 since it makes me feel pretty cool. Without even getting near me, the rat is slain and I grab the gold watch, whisper a quiet apology to the felled beast, and head back to the surface. Up above, the town has been caked with organic shrapnel. The building's covered in a thick and caked splatter of waste, which, interestingly enough, nobody really cares about. It's Modoc, after all. They'd probably see it as an improvement. Revisiting Pharrell, we shove the watch in his face and tell him to go make up with his friend. We could also give it to Cornelius ourselves, but he kind of just yells at us, and that's the end of the quest. At least this way we find a little closure, and I also think it gives you more karma. I don't know. And that's that. And now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go pay my respects to a fallen soldier.